Hello, fellow classmates. This is Ava.
And Kristen.
And Heather.
And we'd like to talk to you about childhood immunizations.
Vaccines strengthen our immune system and prevent the spread of disease and have been introduced in this country as a preventative measure to reduce morbidity and mortality of certain diseases. And as of 1999, all 50 states mandate that parents vaccinate their children.
Healthy People 2010's goal for immunizing children is 90%. However, in 2005, only 76% of children ages 19 to 35 months old received all the recommended vaccinations.
In 1991, less than 1% of children were unvaccinated. In 2004, the percentage increased to 3%.
What's the reason for this increase, you might ask?
Well, more and more states are offering vaccination exemptions, and some reasons parents don't vaccinate their children range from religious beliefs, personal beliefs,
and misconceptions, like a fear of autism and a false sense of security that the disease has been eradicated.
Exactly, and issues with fragmented care.
Oh, like inconvenient office hours, long waits, costs, and transportation issues?
Right, not to mention a mistrust in the government and scientific research.
So what does this all mean?
Well, Dr. Bruce G. Gellin, Director of the National Vaccine Program Office of the Department of Health and Human Services, says that concerns about vaccinations, even if without scientific merit, have the potential to erode the public's support for immunization and can result in decreased immunization rates and a recurrence of disease outbreaks.
So who cares?
We care!
The general public cares because it's not just about individual protection, it's about protecting everyone. Vaccinations protect the public through a concept known as herd immunity.
Right, so the more people who receive vaccines and become immune to a disease, the less likely the disease is going to spread.
Also through herd immunity, individuals who are unable to receive vaccines, such as infants who are too young to be immunized, the immunocompromised, and individuals whose vaccines were not effective, they still get protected.
In 1922, the Supreme Court reviewed the constitutionality of school-required immunizations by considering it, quote, a broad discretion required for the protection of public health, end quote.
Still, not everyone agrees with this. Like the mother interviewed by the New York Times who says, I refuse to sacrifice my children for the greater good. This mother is exercising her right to autonomy.
But at the expense of the greater good.
The CDC offers a great analogy. We would think it irresponsible of a driver to ignore all traffic regulations on the presumption that other drivers will watch out for him or her. In the same way, we shouldn't rely on people around us to stop the disease. We must do all that we can.
What can we as nurses do?
The ANA perceives the nursing role as promoters of public health, and they do this by promoting preventative measures like immunizations.
Again, according to Dr. Bruce Gellin, healthcare providers are perceived by parents to be the most important source of information and advice about immunizations.
So, as a nurse, we should be prepared to address this issue of autonomy versus beneficence in order to help parents make an informed decision.
Definitely.
Food for thought as we start our journey as nurses.
Thanks for listening, everyone.